Turning 40 feels like a crossroads, doesn't it? On one hand, you've gained wisdom and experience, but on the other, there's this nagging feeling that time is slipping away. Society tells us that aging means slowing down, accepting aches and pains, and watching your energy and mood fade. But what if I told you that's a lie? What if your 40s could be the most vibrant, fulfilling decade of your life? The truth is, most people unknowingly sabotage their health, relationships, and even their goals because they're stuck in outdated beliefs about aging. Here is the kicker. Thriving in midlife isn't about working harder or chasing quick fixes. It's about making smarter, science-backed decisions that transform your metabolic health, boost your energy, and help you shed that stubborn, visceral fat. Imagine waking up every day feeling stronger, more focused, and ready to tackle life with confidence. Sounds impossible? It's not, but the clock is ticking, and the longer you wait, the harder it gets. So, let's dive into the secrets that can redefine your 40s and beyond. Reducing or cutting alcohol might sound like a buzzkill, but it's one of the most underrated steps toward better health. Alcohol doesn't just mess with your liver. It's a sneaky thief that robs your energy, wrecks your sleep, and derails your metabolism. Think about it. How many times have you woken up groggy after just a couple of drinks? By cutting back, you're not only improving your metabolic health, but also giving your body the chance to focus on burning visceral fat instead of processing toxins. Start small. Swap that nightly glass of wine for sparkling water with lime. Your future self will thank you. Your 40s are what I like to call the make-or-break decade for your health. It's the time when your body starts sending you little warning signs. Slower recovery, stubborn weight gain, or that annoying dip in energy and mood. These aren't just random inconveniences, they're wake-up calls. Building solid habits now, like prioritizing exercise and dialing in your diet, can set you up for decades of vitality. Picture this, hitting 50 and still crushing a 10,000 run, or playing soccer with your kids without breaking a sweat. It's possible, but only if you start today. Here's the thing about health. It's invisible until it's gone. Most people don't think about their cholesterol, triglycerides, or even their blood work until something goes wrong. But why wait for a crisis? Treat your health like an investment. Focus on eating nutrient-dense foods, upping your protein intake, and incorporating sustainable cardio like walking. These small, consistent actions create a virtuous cycle that keeps your body thriving. And let's not forget sleep. Becoming an athlete of rest is just as important as hitting the gym. Strength training is the unsung hero of longevity. Lifting weights isn't just about building muscle. It's about preserving your mobility, protecting your joints, and maintaining a healthy hormonal balance. Think of it as your insurance policy against aging. Start with simple bodyweight exercises or light dumbbells, and gradually build up. Combine that with essential supplements like vitamin D, omega-3, and magnesium glycinate, and you've got a recipe for a body that feels as good as it looks. But there's more to health than just the physical. You'll see how it all connects to your mindset and personal growth. Setting goals is like giving your life a compass. It keeps you moving in the right direction, even when distractions try to pull you off course. But here's the catch. Vague goals don't work. Instead of saying, I want to get healthier, try something like, I'll walk 8,000 steps a day for the next 30 days. Breaking big aspirations into smaller, actionable steps not only makes them achievable, but also builds momentum. Think of it like stacking bricks. Each small win adds up to something monumental over time. Having a clear vision for the future is what separates drifting through life from living with purpose. Imagine where you want to be in 5 years. Physically, emotionally, and even financially. Now, reverse engineer that vision into smaller milestones. For example, if your goal is to improve your metabolic health, start by tweaking your diet or committing to regular exercise. The beauty of this process is that it gives you clarity and focus, making every decision feel intentional. And trust me, there's nothing more empowering than knowing you're steering your own ship. Every choice you make has a ripple effect, and understanding the second-order consequences of your decisions is a game changer. Let's say you skip a workout today. It might feel like no big deal, but over time, those skipped sessions add up to lost progress. On the flip side, choosing to prioritize self-mastery, whether it's sticking to your protein intake or saying no to unhealthy habits, creates a virtuous cycle. The key is to think long-term. Ask yourself, How will this choice impact me a year from now? That simple question can reshape your entire decision-making process. Breaking generational curses is one of the most profound forms of personal growth. Whether it's financial struggles, unhealthy eating habits, or emotional baggage, you have the power to rewrite the narrative for your family. Imagine teaching your children the value of healthy relationships, self-discipline, and resilience. Not through words, but by example. It's about leaving a legacy that goes beyond material wealth. And as you work on becoming the best version of yourself, you'll notice how these changes ripple into every area of your life, including your relationships and career. Your children won't stay young forever, and that's both a blessing and a reminder. The time you spend with them now is priceless, and it's the foundation for the kind of adults they'll become. Whether it's playing catch in the backyard or simply sitting down for dinner without distractions, these moments matter more than you realize. Think of it this way: every interaction is a chance to teach them about healthy habits, self-discipline, and the importance of family. And trust me, they're watching, even when you think they're not. Leading by example is the most powerful form of parenting. You can tell your kids to eat their vegetables or stay active if you re-glued to the couch with a bag of chips. Show them what it means to prioritize health and well-being by making smart choices yourself, like going for a walk after dinner or sticking to a balanced diet. These small actions speak louder than words and create a ripple effect. Imagine your child growing up to say, "I learned how to take care of myself because I watched my parents do it." That's the kind of legacy worth leaving. It's easy to take your partner or parents for granted, but appreciation is the glue that holds relationships together. A simple thank you or a heartfelt compliment can go a long way in strengthening your bond. Think about the last time someone genuinely acknowledged your efforts. Didn't it feel amazing? Now, imagine giving that same gift to the people you love. Building a healthy relationship isn't about grand gestures. It's about the daily acts of kindness and respect that show you care. Creating emotional connections with your kids is just as important as teaching them life skills. Take the time to really listen to them. Ask about their day, their dreams, and even their fears. These conversations build trust and make them feel valued. And don't forget to share your own experiences, including your struggles. Showing vulnerability teaches them that it's okay to be human. As you nurture these connections, you'll find that your family becomes an unshakable source of strength and joy. And speaking of joy, let's explore how purpose and meaning can transform your life. Life isn't just about reaching retirement and coasting through the years. It's about finding something that lights you up and gives you a reason to wake up every morning. Whether it's a passion project, helping your community, or pursuing a career you love, having a sense of purpose keeps you grounded and fulfilled. Think about it. What's the one thing you could do every day, even if no one paid you for it? That's where your true calling lies, and it's never too late to start chasing it. There's a big difference between earned status and borrowed status, and understanding this can change your perspective on life. Earned status comes from things that truly matter: your health, your family, your self-respect. Borrowed status, on the other hand, is tied to material possessions or external validation. Sure, a fancy car might feel good for a moment, but it doesn't compare to the pride of being a role model for your children or building a healthy relationship with your partner. Focus on what lasts, not what fades. Your community plays a massive role in shaping your life. Surrounding yourself with people who share your values and inspire you to grow is like having a built-in support system, whether it's a group of friends, colleagues, or even an online network. These connections can push you to be better. Think of it like this: if you're the smartest or healthiest person in the room, it's time to find a new room. Growth happens when you're challenged, and the right community will challenge you in all the best ways. One of the most valuable lessons comes from reflecting on your past and imagining your future. Picture yourself at 8 years old. What advice would that younger version of you give about living with curiosity and joy? Now fast forward to 80. What would your older self say about the choices you're making today? These two mentors can offer profound guidance, helping you make decisions that align with your values and long-term goals. And as you reflect, you'll see how your mindset shapes everything, from your relationships to your health. Your thoughts are the architects of your reality. What you believe about yourself and the world directly influences your actions, and those actions shape the life you live. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm too old to change," guess what? You'll stay stuck. But if you shift that mindset to, I can improve my health and well-being at any age, you'll start making choices that align with that belief. It's not about blind positivity. It's about creating a mental environment where growth is possible. And it all starts with the stories you tell yourself. Changing your perception can feel like flipping a switch. For example, instead of seeing exercise as a chore, what if you reframed it as a gift? A daily walk isn't just about burning calories. It's a chance to clear your mind, boost your energy and mood, and connect with nature. The same goes for food. Instead of focusing on what you can't eat, think about the nutrient-packed meals you get to enjoy. These small shifts in perspective can transform how you approach your diet, exercise, and even your relationships. One of the most liberating mindsets you can adopt is learning to stop caring about what others think. Too often, we let the fear of judgment hold us back from pursuing our goals or making bold decisions. But here's the truth, most people are too busy worrying about their own lives to focus on yours. So why not prioritize your own vision for the future? Whether it's starting a new fitness routine, switching careers, or setting boundaries in relationships, your life is yours to design. Don't let anyone else hold the pen. Your mindset isn't just about how you see the world, it's also about how you respond to it. Challenges will come, but they're opportunities in disguise. Maybe you've hit a plateau in your weight loss journey or struggled to stick to a new habit. Instead of seeing these as failures, view them as feedback. What can you tweak? What's the next small step you can take? This kind of adaptive thinking creates a virtuous cycle where every setback becomes a stepping stone. And speaking of cycles, let's dive into how life itself is one big loop of learning. Sometimes the key to progress is learning to simplify. Life gets overwhelming when we try to do too much at once, so creating constraints can actually be freeing. For example, instead of juggling 5 different fitness goals, focus on just one, like improving your mobility or hitting 10,000 steps a day. These self-imposed limits make it easier to stay consistent and achieve results. Think of it like pruning a tree. By cutting back the excess, you allow the most important branches to thrive. There's a lot to learn from studying the regrets of others. People often look back on their lives and wish they'd spent more time with family, taken better care of their health, or pursued their passions earlier. Why not use their hindsight as your foresight? If someone regrets neglecting their diet or skipping regular exercise, let that be a wake-up call for you to prioritize these things now. Life is too short to keep putting off what truly matters. The question is, what will you wish you had done differently 10 years from now? Life is a constant cycle of trial and error. You try a new diet, and it doesn't work. So you tweak it. You start a walking routine, but it feels boring. So you add a podcast or a friend to make it enjoyable. The point is, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. The best way to grow is to test different strategies and see what resonates with you, and don't be afraid to discard what doesn't work. As the saying goes, take what you need and leave the rest. Here's the thing, you don't have to take everything at face value. Whether it's advice from a mentor, a scientific study, or even this text, the real magic happens when you test it for yourself. What works for someone else might not work for you, and that's okay. The goal is to stay curious and keep learning. Life isn't about finding the perfect formula, it's about creating your own. And as you experiment, you'll discover that every step forward brings you closer to the life you've always envisioned. Speaking of envisioning, let's talk about what turning 40 really means. So, now that you've uncovered the secrets to thriving in your 40s, the real question is, what are you going to do about it? Will you let another year slip by, stuck in the same routines? Or will you take action and start building the life you deserve? Imagine how different things could look just 6 months from now if you committed to improving your health, strengthening your relationships, and aligning your goals with your vision for the future. The power to change is in your hands. It always has been. Here's a challenge for you. Pick one thing from what you've learned today and start applying it. Maybe it's cutting back on alcohol, prioritizing sleep, or finally getting serious about your diet and exercise. Small steps lead to big transformations, but only if you take that first step. What's stopping you? Fear, doubt. Let me remind you, the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. If you're ready to take control and keep learning, don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to grow. Share this video with someone who needs a little push, and let's build a community of people who refuse to settle for mediocrity. Your 40s can be the start of something incredible, but only if you decide to make it happen. So, what's your next move?